Hello everyone from Adventure and Tech Quest. I hope you guys are doing okay. So today we'll be doing the first review of the Galaxy S24Fe, which is fan edition, and this phone is with me since 2 days since I've done the unboxing of it, and we'll be doing a review of this one about how it feels about this phone since using it for 2 days as a primary device. So this specifier is currently is mint, and we'll just quickly I'll go through the specs of this phone. So this phone has the dimensions of the 162 by 77.3 by 8 millimeter. In thickness it is 213 grams. The glass on the front and the back is the Gorilla Glass Victus, and it is aluminum frame on the sides, and it comprises of the dynamic AMOLED 2x120Hz HDR10 plus display on the front, along with the 1900 nits of peak brightness. So it also is having its the option of the always on display in this one, which is a really good thing. And diagonally, if you can see, the screen is around 6.7 inches, and it's 88% screen to body ratio. Comes to the resolution of the screen, so it's 1080 by 2340 pixels, which is 19.5 into is to 9 aspect ratio with 385 ppi density. On the front, I've used this display for 2 days, and I found out that that it's decent display, and it's not that much bad. So like if you're just considering this phone, so you won't just forget buying it because it's a sharp display in it, and I've been really enjoying the display on this phone. Comes to the processor of this one, so it's using the chipset of Exynos 2400E, which is a 4nm chipset from Samsung itself, comprising of the 10 cores, 1 into 3.1 gigahertz, and there's 2 into 2.9 gigahertz, and there's 3 into 2.6 gigahertz plus 4 into 1.95 gigahertz, comprising of the GPU by Eclipse 8940. And once we talk about the internal storage of this one, so it comes into from 128 to 56 GB and 512 GB. All are comprising of the 8 gigs of RAM. So once we come onto the back, so we have the triple camera setup, which is 50 megapixel wide, then 8 megapixel is telephoto up to 3 times optical zoom, and the third one is the 12 megapixel ultra wide lens with the LED flash. It has the HDR and panorama view. It has the front camera comprising of the 10 megapixel wide, and it comes with the stereo speakers, and it has the USB Type-C charging port, and 4700 mAh of the battery with 25 watts of wired charging with 15 watts of wireless charging, and the reverse wireless charge is also be supported into this one. Colors are in this one are blue, graphite, gray, mint, and yellow. This specific one I've told you is the mint, and that's all about the specs of this phone. So I would like to talk about the first thing about this design. So this design has been pretty common throughout the Samsung line. If we talk about the S24 Plus, S24Fe, or S24 Plus, or even if the mid-range other phones like the Galaxy A35, A55, and all of the phones have the same design language almost, with a few comprising of the aluminum frame and the few comprising of the plastic frame, and all the way it goes up to the S24 Ultra comprising of the titanium frame. So this one has the glass and the glass on the back and the front. So design wise, it has the one Type-C port in the bottom, speaker and mic, and we have the on the right we have one volume up and down key and one power key. On the left there's nothing, just antenna bands, and on the top we have the SIM card tray and the mics, noise cancellation mics. And so yeah, so that's pretty much about the design. Holding this phone I've been using since 2 days, and it doesn't feel at all cheap in terms of once you're holding this phone. And that's a really good thing because I got this one on the Black Friday deal, and in Canada it's been for the around $6.99 you can get this one on sale. And once you're holding this phone, so the basic problem that the S24 Ultra that has, like that usually digs into your palm, and this one you can feel that the rounded corners helps in holding this device properly, which is a really good thing. And it's very comfortable to hold this phone. Even the edges on this one are a little bit curved and it's smooth out, so like once you're holding, so it doesn't dig into your palm, which is a good thing. And you can just, I have really small hands, so I can just easily press the volume up and down, and the power button. So typing is pretty much easy on this one. Like even you can do one-handed typing. Yeah, so it's pretty much easy. Like I have really small hands, and you can just see like my thumb can just reach to the other end of the phone, which is really good thing once you're just typing, walking and typing. So one-handed use has been great on this phone. It's a little bit taller and narrower, and it's the perfect sweet spot for the phones in terms of the one-handed use. I think the Samsung could just adopt this size with the Galaxy Z Fold lineup, and this would be the perfect size for that phone for the front display. And that will also help to increase the size of the inner display of the Z Fold. So yeah, I've been really liking this phone because I'm using the Z Fold 6, which is over here. You can see like how much the difference is in between both. There's much more difference, but not that much that it just feels a little bit annoying to use the phone. But it's really a sweet spot to use this one. And yeah, the Z Fold 6 I find it a little bit narrower, so if this phone is like perfect size in terms of usage, and the design language has been great on this phone. Like I really like this phone very much. Yeah, but the one thing is that like the bezels could be just reduced by Samsung later on this phone, which will just help out the usage of this phone. Like it will be just a little bit further smaller and with a bigger screen. So now I will just keep this phone down and see like how it feels like once you're typing while keeping on the phone, because most of the people are using phone while just lying on the side of their desk, and they're doing something, and suddenly someone calls or they want to quickly reply. So yeah, for that one it's really wobbly, and you won't be able to just use it without just making those weird sound of phone slapping on the table. And yeah, it's the same issue, like most of the phones have the same issue because of the camera bump. And yeah, so if you're using rocking a case or using a case, so yeah, that would just be helpful in this regard. The only phone that I remember is the Google Pixel lineup. Like they don't wobble like without case, so I really give that point to the Google regarding this one, that their phones never wobble while being used on the table and without the case. So another thing that I want to talk about this phone is about the fingerprint sensor. So the good thing is that once you have the always on display on, so fingerprint is showing up on the screen, so you can just hit on the right spot and you can see like there's no delay. Like obviously it's not the flagship kind of sensor, but yeah, still it's pretty decent. Like you won't feel much difference while using this phone, and it's almost like an instant login into your screen once you are using the fingerprint. And none of the time like it disappointed me. Like every time I'm using this one, it accepts the fingerprint right on the spot. Yeah, so yeah. And so the next thing I want to talk about is the screen. So screen is the 6.7 inches, and it's really immersive with that small punch hole camera that probably once you're watching the YouTube video, so you just forget about that punch hole even exists over there. It's not that kind of a big island like the iPhone had that's hard to let it go. But yeah, this one is a small punch camera, which is pretty nice. And like obviously I must say, like for the budget device, if you're getting something like this device, so unless you're an iPhone fan, so I would just recommend like these devices really worth it in terms of the price, like when it's combined with the Black Friday deals and all that stuff. Yeah, next thing I want to talk about the software of this phone. So like it has all the features that the flagship phones have, which is the like you can do the split screen, and it has the, all of the bells and whistles of the Samsung software that you can have. Like even if you go for the battery management, so like I'm still is just learning my usage pattern, you can just see. So battery have like all of the functions, like it has the battery protection, all three levels that you can just find in the all of the phones of the Galaxy S24, along with the up to the S24 Ultra. So yeah, you can have the basic, adaptive, and maximum battery settings that you can have on this one. And then once you're just coming down, so you can just also change the settings for the charging. You can just switch off the fast charging, fast wireless charging, or show charging information. So like it has all of the battery settings. Even at this price point, you can just adjust your profile like how you want this phone to be. Once we go into the depth, so it also has the split screen. Let's say for example you open this YouTube, you just click in, open the split mode, and yeah, you can just open any other app over here. You can just click on these three dots, you can just swipe up and down both of these apps. You can just again click on the three dots, and you can just save it as a prayer at the home screen or at the apps edge panel. So here's the apps edge panel, you can see over here, and you can just save it here like this. So yeah, these are kind of things like which I really appreciate in terms of the software, that the now Samsung is keen enough to give the all of the software features down to their budget line phone as well, and not only the Ultra, which has been the case in the past. And yeah, so battery wise, it still is learning my usage pattern, and it still is, I easily get the whole day on this phone easily, which is quite a good thing. Speaker wise, the speakers are pretty decent. Obviously these are not that much loud, and yeah, I wouldn't expect to be the flagship level of the speakers that you can get on this phone. But yeah, these are the decent speakers. You won't be disappointed with this one. So let's go ahead and check the camera over here. So camera has been pretty decent on this phone. Like I would just compare it to the Z Fold 6, and I think it's at par with that phone, Z Fold 6. Yeah, so there's a couple of options. You can shoot up to 8K 30 FPS. Then there's Ultra HD, which has the 30 or the 60 FPS. Then Full HD there is, which is 30 or 60 FPS, and then there's HD, which is 30 FPS. And yeah, so camera has been great. Photo options, like you can just go up to 50 megapixel or 12 megapixel options. So yeah, the camera is like fine, it's not that great, but yeah, I would just compare it with the Z Fold 6. And obviously it's not the flagship level as the S24 Ultra, which is great in its own league, and I wouldn't compare it to that one because it's just a fraction of the price of what the S24 Ultra is. Also, I want to talk about the snappy, how the device feels while it's being using. So like you can see, like it's been really snappy device. You can see like there is no lag at all on this device, which is really good thing. I thought like the Exynos 2400E would be just laggy or might be slow or something, but there was no lag on this device. Like it has been great since now that I've been using this phone, and there's no way that I could find like if you're using a day-to-day user, you're just a regular average user, so it wouldn't be disappointing you in any way. Like, it's pretty snappy device. You can just see like there's no lag in just opening of the apps or anything. Like, it's been a great device up to now. Like, I'm really loving it at the price point at which you can just get this device really. So yeah, I will be just testing this device, and will be sharing my experience with you guys, like how it feels in a true and a fair way, and we'll let you guys know how it performs with respect to time. And yeah, that's it for now, and I hope you guys like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, so please leave down in the comments, and I'll just try to answer that question. And yeah, again, please like, share, and subscribe. That will be helpful. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.